Guys, after 3 years of building technical indicators and becoming the #1 creator of TradingView indicators, we have finally released the LuxAlgo Premium backtesting system in beta. So this is a backtesting designing system, and I guarantee you it will make the process of building a profitable backtest way more simple. Nothing like you've ever seen before. So let's dive right into it. So if we open up the settings for our backtester, we first see sensitivity and agility. Anyone that's used LuxAlgo Premium is familiar with these. These control the signals. So sensitivity is how often the signals appear, agility to do with filtering out chop in the markets. But what we see in the top right hand corner now is the best sensitivity and the best agility. So one of the most common questions is, hey, what do I use for sensitivity? What do I use for agility? What's the best? Well, now you can know. You just have to load up your chart and it will tell you using this sensitivity and this agility will result in the best profits. Totally effortless to do that. So it's telling me use 17 and 17. I've already inputted that. So 17 and 17. And you can see straight away we've got a fantastic backtest on the DXY. This can of course be used on any asset you like on TradingView, and we see we've got a great performance of 72% profitable, great profit factor, great amount of trades. It's a great looking strategy. So the next input is the counter trade mode. So this is a bit of a weird one that we thought would be a great addition. So we thought to ourselves, hey, markets don't have to obey rules. There's no reason why a market has to trend or should trend. In fact, most of the time, a trader might see the trend starting to change and the trend reverses on them. So why don't we use that opposite logic, the reverse psychology? Why don't we flip our signals? So this takes a buy and turns it into a sell, and takes a sell and turns it into a buy. And we found that to actually be surprisingly efficient in markets. And using that reverse logic is particularly effective, and that's why we've decided to have it on by default. You can turn this off if you want. If you have a system that you want to use or develop that's classical in trend following, that is 100% fine. You can do that. So the next section is the buy condition filters. So let's say you want to filter and only have buy signals when the trend tracer is green, for example, or the market's in an uptrend. We can easily do that. We just check this box and it will adapt. And we can filter by only strong signals, a smart trail, trend tracer, catcher, neo cloud, even by the trend strength. So if we want to avoid confirmation signals in a ranging market automatically, we can check that box and it will do so. And then we have the same for sell conditions. So let me show an example of why this is so powerful. Let's say we want to filter sell conditions. So we want to filter those sell signals when the neo cloud is bearish. So only take sells when the neo cloud is bearish. We can turn that on and it will load. And let's see what happens to our best profits over here. It goes from 21.044 to 21.105. So we know what we've done is created a better result. So it's like creating a sculpture. We can turn something on, we can turn something off, and we can see how it's impacting our results. Let's say I want to only take buy signals now when the trend cloud is, when the neo cloud is bullish, for example. Let's see what it does to our best profits. Is it going to change it? It's reduced it. So we know, hey, maybe we don't want to use this. It's increased our profit factor. I'll leave that down to you guys, how you want to build it out, what metrics you want to look at. But you can see we can chisel away at our strategy and we can see live how it's affecting our results. So it makes it totally effortless to go through all these combinations and see what is creating a better result and what's creating a worse result. So let's now show a classic example of how to develop a strategy. I've loaded up the GBP, JPY. You can use anything you like, but let's say you're currency trader, you're swinging currencies, whatever. That's totally fine. So we load it up and we see best sensitivity and best agility. We can input those straight away. And I've turned off counter trade mode. Like I said, we like counter trade mode, but if you wanted to go classical, that's totally fine. You can load it up. And I'm also optimizing for win rate this time. So you can optimize for win rate as well. So you can find what has the biggest win rate and it will tell you that. So we know that, for example, in a ranging market, confirmation and trend-based signals aren't going to perform the best. That's totally reasonable. So you can see here we have a totally average strategy. I mean, it's not amazing. We've got reasonable profitability, and we've got a reasonable profit factor, but we can do better than that. We've just loaded it up. So we're starting from that point, and we can build our way up to a better system. So we know confirmation signals, trend-based signals aren't going to work in a ranging market. So why not filter by the trend strength? So let's see, if we turn on filter by trend strength, so the trend strength has to be greater than 50 for it to enter a trade. So it's avoiding that ranging market, and there we go. Our best win rate has increased. Our profit factor has increased. So using our brains and using our development process, we can chip away and we can see what is creating the best results. So we can keep going, keep refining in a matter of minutes, turning on and off features, seeing what's working, what's not working, using some logic, and we can create a really nice, profitable backtest. Now guys, let me show you how this goes a little bit deeper. So I've loaded up the Bitcoin 4-hour chart, and we can see from our backtest, this is just loading it up by default. We've got a profitable strategy, we've got quite a good win rate, very low profit factor, a very, very average default strategy that you've loaded up. We want to build up from this. So we can open up the settings, and we can use a take profit and stop loss method, but we can use any oscillator we want on TradingView. So I've loaded up the RSI. Let's say I want to take profit whenever the RSI crosses over 50. That's a totally reasonable take profit method. When the trend starts to change direction, we want to take profit. So we can go to our settings, we can scroll down, we can go to the advanced section, and we can go to external source, and we can select the RSI that we loaded, because we want to use the RSI as our stop loss or take profit method. So then we go to the external source TPs and stop losses. It's very, very simple. And let's say we want to take profit when the price, when the RSI crosses 50. All we have to do is select crossing 50 for the buy take profit and crossing 50 for the sell take profit. And if we tick them, let's see what happens to our best profit. So it's going to recalculate, so we can know whether this is improving our strategy instantly. Bam, there we are. So what it's actually done is it's massively changed our strategy. Introducing that take profit has boosted us to nearly a 75% win rate, 1.5%. It's a solid strategy, and we can go from there and we can build it even better. In fact, I'm sure you very simply could, using some trend strength, or you can just keep chiseling away at it. And we're going to leave in our documentation and in the Discord some examples of strategies you can build. But this took me seconds to create. I just thought of an idea. Hey, why don't I use RSI as a take profit? Takes seconds on any asset that you want. And then you'll probably also notice the external source as a filter. So let's say we only want to take buy signals when RSI is above 50. We can tick that. We can say greater than 50, and it will basically take our external source RSI, check if it's greater than 50. If there's a buy signal, we allow it. Very, very, very simple to use. Then we can also use our built-in exits. So LuxAlgo, of course, has built-in exits that you can use. Those are the crosses on your chart. We can use those if we want. Very, very simple. Now we come to our advanced area. So we can maximize for two things. We can maximize for profits, and it will tell us our best profits, or we can maximize for win rate. So if I select win rate now, you can see best sensitivity 16 and 14 gives you the best profits. But if you want the best win rate, we can get a 77.8% win rate using 19 and 16. See how effortless that was for me to switch and optimize for the win rate. And it would tell me these settings are going to give you this win rate. So simple. Then we come to the sensitivity and agility ranges. So what this dashboard will do, it will look through the sensitivity between 10 and 25, and it will tell you the best sensitivity to use. So here I've upped the range. I've said, okay, I want to look between the values of 10 and 30 for sensitivity and 10 and 30 for agility. And look, we've got an 81% win rate option. So I just thought it's important to mention that a higher win rate does not always mean better profits. You can have an 80% win rate, but if your winners are tiny and your losers are huge, that's awful. But you could have a 50% win rate, but your winners are 10 times the size of your losers. You're going to have a great profitable strategy. So don't focus on win rate too hard is my advice. Next, we come to the backtest window. So we can adjust how many bars of data our analyzer looks through. So it's set to 2000 by default. I've set it to 4,000 now so we can look through more trades. You can reasonably on TradingView push this to 7,000, maybe 8,000 bars, but any more than that is really intensive for the script to analyze. So I'm analyzing 4,000 bars, which is 4,000 4-hour candles, which is tons and tons of data to look through. And of course, we've already covered external source. So then we come to our display options. We can move this dashboard around. And then we also have an optimization matrix, which is a little bit more of an advanced feature for advanced users. But let's turn it on. I'll quickly show it in the video. There's more in our docs regarding this. So we turn it on, and it's going to show us the combinations of agility and sensitivity. This is for more advanced users. So you can see if I use 13 sensitivity with 14 agility, I'm going to get this win rate. And it's basically showing you all the permutations, all the combinations of the settings. That's not necessarily something you need to use in your everyday analysis or everyday strategy creator, but it's a nice extra bit of analysis that you can do. So we can turn that off now. And then, of course, we have alerts. I'm going to link to how you can set alerts in our docs, and you can send these off wherever you want. I know the automators among you will be particularly interested in this, and don't worry, we've catered for you. You can send these alerts off to wherever you want, any platform you want. So guys, thank you for watching. Welcome to the LuxAlgo Premium backtesting system. You can find out more about this on our website or in our Discord server. We will be sharing tons of profitable backtested strategies that you can use, you can load up on your chart, you can play about with. And we have made a special Discord channel for people to share their best results. It really is effortless, and we can't wait to see what you guys create.